tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Courtney, you know how to do the Nene? It's like... That's what you're shaking a tambourine. You got it like this. Hey! Do it with your shoulders go. What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, chasing Nene.
Nene!
Hey, I'm joined in studio by my lovely ladies, Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up, what's up?
Miss Pink English.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
all right.
Daddy.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Daddy's back.
Hey, Daddy, welcome back, baby.
Sorry I wasn't here last week.
I know.
Anyways, so Nene and Greg are in New York. Mm-hmm. Because she's a Broadway star now.
She's a star. She's a star.
And they go to the restaurant Sardi's, which is in New York. I've been there before. It's basic.
It's basic. Yeah.
Very.
Is it just like close to everything?
Yeah,
so
that's
you
the only
just
thing.
go there?
Like you see it on here and you're like, oh my god, celebrities eat there, and then you get in there and you're like, are we at like Mel's Diner?
Yeah. Right. Well, basically, I know they were ordering like quesadillas and then club sandwich, so it's like what type of...
Well, I feel like Nene the type of person who would order a quesadilla anyway.
It wasn't the palm or anything. Like, why are they acting like... But then she said she should be on the wall, so... Well, do that thing, girl.
Greg has assigned himself the family manager. I love that it was like Nene got a quesadilla, Brant got a quesadilla, and then Greg ordered off the senior citizen menu. He's like, I'll get the chicken club.
But then I hated that he was like...
It's a 27 cents discount, right?
Yes. Right. I hate that he was like, I want to introduce you here. Like, he was a part of...
Like, he started it.
Like, he started it. Like, I was an actor. I want to pass
a part of this tradition.
This tradition.
Like
who
what are you talking about? You don't even have a job.
Maybe he was the artist and he drew the pictures.
I could totally see Greg being one of those caricature artists. Hey guys, with the little pen and like,
no,
that was what he did.
Turn your head
at the club.
He'd just be drawing Nene with her teeth. He's the one that actually drew the meme.
Right. Sorry, Greg.
Love you. So they cheers with fries. That was cute. Moving on.
That was precious.
But Greg's knuckles were so ashy, I could not get past that. R.I.P.
Ashy knuckles and a very special grease down hairstyle.
He needs to rub some of those French fries on his knuckles.
He needs some shea butter. He just need to go to the kitchen and get the Crisco.
That is so ratchet, though.
Yes.
Could you really imagine someone's like, damn, girl, my hands is dry. I'm taking the fry and being like, rubbing that oil on it. I wouldn't put it. Someone has done that somewhere.
Do what you gotta do.
I feel you know?
Don't be ashy. Right. Don't be ashy if you don't have to.
Money.
Some people be getting that skin. It'd be like a real harsh on there. Like it could cut somebody. Like,
into the fries and just let them soak.
Soak your knuckles in your fries. All right, Cynthia. First of all, Noel is everything.
She's so cute.
Yeah, she's definitely transitioned. She was quiet. Now she's like,
right. She went from a little deer to she looked like Bambi now. She was like,
slaying.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like she's obsessed with Kenya because you can totally see her starstruck by Kenya.
She loves Kenya.
I want to twirl like you.
Twirl, twirl.
So Cynthia's still nervous about this girl.
Yeah,
like,
she should be.
I get it because she's cute now.
She cute.
She gonna attract a whole different type of boy.
You need to be nervous. They just throwing it down and putting it down and slopping it down. Kids doing all kind of nasty stuff now.
So the Kenya comes over. They do like a little. Kenya's like teaching her how to throw attitude and whatnot, and be confident as a woman. And then Noel puts on her 2 dresses. The first dress was real. I thought it was real cute. She looked adorable, but it was very sweet 16.
And very sparkly.
Yes.
I like the second dress.
The second one was different.
Yes.
It stood out. Yeah.
Those petals on the skirt, like that was everything.
Like you would most likely see the first one on another girl because it's sparkly.
That dress, I've seen it downtown in Santa Alley at all the quinceañera dress shops.
Of course.
But she looked so good in that. I don't know. I thought she just looked so cute in that color.
Well, that's because it's white and it's silver and it's sparkly. It looks effervescent. But the other one was like, yes.
The flower petals was everything.
The flower petals on that skirt.
So then Kenya teaches Noel how to enter a room. Shoulders back, chest. I'm like, bitch, are you RuPaul?
Right.
And then Cynthia got a little like mommy jealous right there. She's like, Kenya can teach her how to walk into a room, come into a room, but I can teach her how to walk. And I was like, remember what happened when you went to New York?
You did. Well, that's because she done got an extra heavy butt, so she's not walking like she used to.
I know, Kite, even her friend was like,
Girl.
Even Peter was like, wait a minute.
Dang, mama, she eating them macaroni and cornbread, y'all. Because she has put on weight overall. Not in a bad way. I think she looked great.
She looked amazing.
Especially when she had that white outfit on and she answered the door in her little blonde hair. I was like, okay, Cynthia. Okay.
Girl, you bet your dress is sitting on your ass like a tarp, like a motherfucking like screen house. I don't know why I just said that. The word didn't come quick enough. All right, so then Peter and Cynthia, he acknowledges her ass, and then they talk about Phaedra and how she extended an olive branch for this men rally thing that she wants to do.
right.
But Cynthia thinks she ain't checking for us. She ain't. She just wanted to invite us.
Especially not Peter.
No. Especially not Peter. But then she was like, because, now Phaedra realizes that we wasn't being messy or nothing. Your husband came to us. It was still messy. You sat at a table and brought it up. I'm sorry. I still think that that's messy.
Yeah, but and she needs to own it. Like, even though you guys all get along and you guys went on this trip and it's very kumbaya now, that doesn't make your wrongs right. You still did something wrong. And you should own up to it and not try to be on the background, like behind the scenes with your husband, like, well, she ain't checking for us. Yeah, boo, you checked for her husband on many occasions when it wasn't your responsibility.
And then going to talk to Kenya, like, girl, listen what I heard.
Exactly.
But anyways, and then she asked him to teach her Jamaican. Mm-hmm. What's a guan?
What's a guan?
What's a guan?
What's a guan? What's a guan?
What's a guan, bitch?
What's a guan?
So in 4, Kenya's life twirls on shoot. So we get to that, and apparently the story is that she has drama on her wedding day. And Cynthia and Kenya run lines, and I'm like, has she read the lines before?
What's a guan? She was struggling.
The Cocoa Puff!
She
don't want the cuckoo for the Cocoa Puff!
And then I was like, I guess marrying the accent and remembering the lines was the struggle bus, but apparently she got it together because they shot some.
I mean, you can't really mess that up. You can say anything, just use that accent.
Well, Kenya's probably real, like, that wasn't the line. I wrote that.
Right.
You need to be
Mind you,
perfect.
let's not talk about Kenya's accent.
Made me sad though. Like, I know you take work and you take work wherever you can get it. I understand the actor struggle.
Leon.
Believe me. Weren't you hurt to see him doing it?
I was so confused to see that was her husband.
Wait, now hold up. Leon been in other things before?
Yes.
Like legit things?
He was in like the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He played in a few other things.
I mean, it's never been like amazing, but he was legit. Like, he was working and doing
like a 90s black actor.
Yeah, you see what I was looking at it for. I mean, I know everyone need a paycheck, but I'm looking at like really Kenya. Your storyline, you have to get Cynthia's ex-husband to play your love interest.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what you're trying to say.
She just puts her hands too many. Like, you go for everyone's husbands or ex-husbands.
Like,
it's just super weird. Like, you could have got Roger. Roger Bob didn't want to be a part of it, but
no, he's not.
She could have got the tow truck guy to be her ex-husband.
The tow truck guy.
Walter.
I
know we've had our trials and tribulations.
I would love to know where he is.
I need you, Walter.
He's like married now.
Watching TV,
else, like
laughing.
having babies.
Him and Demetria need to date. Like, that's her kind of.
He would treat Demetria real good.
He would treat Demetria good.
Yeah, and she would be nice to him. man.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I think he would be a good dude.
He's like Roger Bob, just low budget Roger Bob.
Demetrius the pop star with the what was his job?
Not a pop star.
Who, Roger Bob?
No, what was Walter's job?
He owned a tow truck.
Yeah.
That's why my baby owns a tow truck company.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Tow truck companies make good money.
Her first music video began in the tow yard.
Yeah.
All hands on deck.
Date with Todd. I'm like, really? You
That
can't
was
pick out an
funny.
outfit?
She was picking out her outfit. Her daughter was like, "Can't you get a button?
Why does Riley talk exactly like my...
Can you get a button?
Get a button for that. You got too much greed. That bitch needs a YouTube page.
Yes,
She just need to be upstairs like, my mom is downstairs right now.
I can't. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I
We
love
need
it.
you to blog, Riley.
Yes, that's the
love
spin-off
Riley.
show.
Yes. What's up with Riley? What's going on in Riley's room?
Right.
Like,
Riley's room.
Right, because she has a whole stage.
got a whole suite.
She has a production,
Right.
Riley. You have it already set up, girl. Get
Make it
it
happen.
going.
Come on,
And you
man.
have candy-coated nights if you need...
She don't need to be a part of that.
I mean, she'd use the studio.
pretty
So
sure
then we get to Thrive. Todd takes Kandi out for dinner.
I have a whole segment.
Well, he didn't take
written
her
down.
out to dinner. He met her for
He met her for dinner.
It was too much
Production
to come home
covered
to
the
pick her
costs.
up. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I told myself today
What
I
was
was
his
not going to
homework?
rag on.
It was his homework.
His homework was to try more.
Try to take her out.
Yeah. and-
'Cause
But
it's
I don't
hard.
understand. Well, here, I have a lot of questions. I don't understand Todd's mohawk haircut.
I didn't understand. He looked great,
looked
better, good
good.
today. No, it was a little too high though. I was like,
I mean, I didn't pay that much attention.
It was very childish.
I thought they looked very like small at the table. Like I couldn't figure out if the table was just really high, but they seemed like the table was way higher than it should.
I was just mad at her dress.
I liked her
was trying to
dress.
be
I thought she was.
sexy.
I was like, girl, Phaedra would wear that.
It was doing a little much for me. I'm not a fan.
I liked it. And
It
then,
looks a little
but why
cheesy.
didn't they kiss? Like, why? They're never romantic.
They're uncomfortable in front of the cameras.
That is, girl.
Shut up.
First of all, like, I just feel like this is just like the epitome of like, ladies and gentlemen, do not get married until you fully understand. Like, you shouldn't be having conversations about like building my empire.
Why are you concerned? Okay, why have they not discussed? Because I know he didn't just suddenly decide to do a reality show and then the possibility of working out of town was going to be happening. Like, why is this a new conversation about, she has a daughter that's 12 years old and still in school. She can't just pick up and leave.
And the way he proposed it was like, well, you need to just like pick
Figure
one.
it out. If you had a movie, you do it.
And then he's like, well, you'll have a place
Oh, well, that's
to
also a
stay.
paycheck, not me using more of my expenses to come see you.
Right, and he's like, well, I'll make sure you have a place to stay. Negro, yeah, because it's coming out of my American Express
I was gonna say, he
card.
didn't even say make sure. Didn't he say something like, I'll have a place to stay, as in like, duh, they're gonna pay for it. You're not paying for anything. So I don't understand.
And those flowers were so cheesy. Like, it was just like so silly.
I like the flowers.
Did you? And then,
tried.
He
and then
tried.
to me, Kandi looks so uncomfortable when she asks him questions. And to me, it's like, you shouldn't be uncomfortable asking your significant other, your husband you barely been married to, like a question. She always looks down. She doesn't look at him in the eye. Like, she doesn't really want to say it.
She's like, so what? That mean I really want us to be together and have a baby.
Right. And then where's his daughter?
Who knows? She ain't in school.
He ain't worried about it, right?
Right, like,
She grown.
so clearly, like, you had to know because you ain't worried about your daughter being in Atlanta,
No.
living by herself. Who's gonna watch her, Mama
18.
Joyce?
Nobody's gonna watch her. She's an adult.
Yeah, but she's living at the house.
Well,
The
there
way
you
they
go.
treat
They
you.
got like 12 other people living in the house that we don't see though.
So she said she wants to see him every 2 weeks. Like,
I think that actually, okay, in terms of the even though I can't believe they just are having this conversation, I think that is a sort of fair requirement.
But
Like,
opposite.
if you go more
I
than
go,
2 weeks,
you go.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. But I personally think every 2 weeks should be necessary if you're going to do long distance.
like, how long do you think they shoot Hollywood Divas for?
I don't know. That's my other thing. I was like, he was like months, and I have to be out there like in a few weeks. I was like, y'all got that?
What
much
channel
time?
is that?
Like,
what
they
are
don't
you
even
doing?
go on a trip
No, they
per
don't do
season,
anything.
so
They
they're
just-
not really
But
doing
what
anything.
channel is it?
One Centric.
TV1, I think.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is like,
the production budget ain't that big.
exactly, like for months.
I'm pretty it can't be more than 3 months.
That's what made me look side at him like, what else you doing out there?
Well, he invited her, so that made me think, well, he might not be doing
But
too
then
much.
on the third week, he'll have Shaniqua there. So
Shaniqua don't live here no more.
Unless it's only the third week and not all the time.
Right.
Well, whatever.
She talking about going to be out there for months.
Well, she needs to. Like, I mean, something needs to.
I think that's more interesting. Is her going out to LA and like working.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
I would like to see.
I could care less about her coming out to see Todd.
The reality is, I know he's saying in his head, Mama Joyce is fine being with Riley, and Riley's fine with being with Mama Joyce.
Yeah.
So I know that's his thought pattern, but it did sound really awful to just be like,
yeah, but
you
as
need
a
to come support me.
parent, you wouldn't want to leave your child for that long, especially with
if you don't have to.
Crazy tainted grandmother who's nuts. Like,
well, Kandi don't think her mama that crazy.
Yeah.
She has to know
thinks she's special, but she's like, well,
Oh, girl, speaking of crazy, Miss Phaedra. Phaedra talking to her new best friend, her assistant.
Her assistant looks super young.
Kalisa.
Yeah.
But looking right up to Miss Phaedra. She's going to be a young Miss Parks, Esquire.
Yeah, she is an Esquire.
They sit in there, she's just listening, absorbing what Phaedra has learned from her trip. And, Miss Phaedra is just so bored in life and feels that she wants to encourage young black boys to be better fathers.
Because she knows somebody at the White House
she
that can make
picked
it
the
happen.
best father for her children.
So she's going to create a rally. So the Phaedra rally. She gets a comedian
Why does it have to
host.
be called the Phaedra rally?
Why was it Phaedra SOS?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I guess it's brand marketing.
I wonder what the SOS was. Serving on soul? Or
SOS.
Saving our sons.
Saving our sons.
Oh, saving our sons. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right, so we get there. I mean, Phaedra had drumline with her. She thought it was Destiny's Child Lose My Breath music video. She was like,
right.
Taking Mr. President up there.
But
like,
why does she always have to have an intro? Every party she has.
I mean, I love it.
She loves pomp and circumstance. She's
It's
already
too
said
much.
that.
It's so fake.
all about the pomp and circumstance.
I love
I'm
that.
surprised she didn't have Dwight there.
Oh, that's true.
That's so weird.
It's true.
Where has Dwight been? We ain't seen him on any Bravo.
Maybe he's eating somewhere. Like, he was looking a little unhealthy.
You're right.
It's,
he
oh my
was.
God. You seen the Justin Bieber roast?
Race. Oh, he was there?
No, but
I didn't see that.
someone said Snoop Dogg looked like Shaq's skeleton.
Skeleton, I
No,
remember that.
Dwight looked like Shaq's
Dwight
skeleton.
definitely
Exactly.
looks like somebody's
Looked like the
skeleton.
crypt keeper. Like, all right, so she has her little drumline thing. She's holding Mr. President, which is so. I can't
Weird.
take you seriously when you're a kid. I'd be laughing at how cute the kid is trying to grab the mic.
Well, it kind of
eat the
makes sense. It's saving our son. She's showing she's a mom. With her
But someone else was just holding him right before she went.
Right.
So it's so strange.
She puts him on display, obviously. She's marketing. Marketing her authority on black men.
We saw Jeff Johnson, Judge Mathis.
I like Judge Mathis.
Love him. Phaedra, SOS aprons. The girls come. They start serving lunch. That lunch looked pretty good,
It
actually.
looked awesome.
I would eat it.
Yeah, me too. Send us some.
So Nene shows up and Claudia side-eyes her. It was like Target.
Oh, Lord.
And then we also got to see Pastor Thaddeus Canada and his wife.
We sure did.
They make me uncomfortable.
The apostle.
His wife looked like she
and that wig is a mess.
She looked like she came out in 1955. Like,
Scared.
They look like some New
looks like-
Orleans voodoo people,
Yes.
right? Yeah, totally.
American Horror Story all the way. I was scared. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
when Nene came over, she was looking at what's Thaddeus like.
Right.
You
Don't.
ready? You ready to go?
Right.
Oh my God, I'm playing with these heifers.
Right. I rebuke you, Satan.
And then Phaedra called Nene over, and Nene's telling her how just excited she is and nervous for her first time on Broadway. Then the other girls come over, and that
Hey,
was
Nene.
awkward.
But Phaedra's like, ladies, you can come now. It was just like very like this
Weird.
is like not natural at all.
Ladies, you
Force
can
it for
come
camera.
now. No, and I thought that was the weirdest thing, but the weirdest thing was in the middle of Jeff Johnson speaking. I just want to say, what's up, boy? What's up? What's up, boy? What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He said, I'm not saying that kids aren't intelligent, but, basically what I'm saying is that kids aren't exposed.
These kids. So you guys in this room, y'all ain't exposed to nothing.
What
You're
are
not
they
here to
supposed to
shoot
I don't
me
think they're
down.
supposed to be exposed to
you.
And the thing is, the whole main purpose of this event is to expose them to more.
And
so
other options. And
that
he
was
wasn't
the
saying
objective,
that.
Peter.
You don't think that? I thought that's what he was saying, that they aren't exposed to other options and ways of life. Yeah.
But this is introducing them to it.
Right. What I'm saying is it didn't make sense for him to even be saying it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. When we're trying to do exactly what you're saying.
How did he get the mic?
I don't know. I think they were passing the mic around to the kids because the guy right before asked, he said, has there ever been a question or something that you needed an answer to from a man and you didn't have whatever it was? And then all of a sudden Peter was talking. So editing was weird, but I'm thinking maybe they were passing it around the room, letting the kids talk. Which makes it that much worse.
And my thing is
from a kid.
Peter, you have a business or whatever. It's not consistent, which we'll talk about. But why would you dress like that if you're trying to
What
teach?
was he wearing?
He was just like very down dressed. And my thing is like if you're dressing for success for these boys to have a role model to look up to, a man in a suit.
We're talking about Peter.
I know. I just expected so much out of him.
Peter puts himself together.
He usually does. So I was surprised to see him like dressed like that.
Surprised he didn't bring the picnic basket shirt out.
Don't hate on the plaid.
Claudia asked Nene how she's been and brings up Nene exploding at the session. Yeah, like there was something online, I was almost going to bring it in, but they were talking about the 15 most awkward places that the girls from Roja have had awkward conversations.
Yeah.
And this being one of them.
Yes.
Like,
Claudia, come on, girl. She was just poking.
she said, so what did you think of our video message?
I thought it was real phony.
You all have your own personal issues, but you all blame me. I move forward.
No, you ain't.
You're ignoring Cynthia.
That's not moving forward.
You can't even have this conversation right now. But
At the same
in the moment, Claudia wasn't really trying to have an honest conversation.
No.
She started provoking.
She was attacking her. Because it's not like she came from like how's like I know you don't really care about what's going on and you want to talk about it, but it's totally the wrong place. Like you shouldn't even brought it up here.
Yeah.
She did what Kenya did to Portia minus the scepter.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely
Exactly.
wrong. Well, it wasn't the wrong environment with the scepter and the drag, but the little kids charity event, that's a bad situation.
So they start screaming at each other. Nene talking about she trying not to be Nene.
Except she already is Nene by being all loud.
Stank booty, yeah.
And walking out into the place talking about Greg!
I was so embarrassed.
I was one of those ones where I'm like, my old butt cheeks clenched, like I was sitting there watching it happen. It was
And
a
Greg's
mess.
like a big old buffoon. Me? Like a big old gorilla.
And probably got up like, oh, sorry, y'all.
Right.
Gotta go. Wife's calling me.
Right.
mess.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
But that was very entitled to me, and like because I agreed that she should have disengaged and not like given voice to it. But the way she went about it was still a mess and made it look. I'm just like, Nene, it's so dramatic.
Talking about all the women with no sons acting a black damn fool.
Black damn fool. Really? You're acting a black damn fool right now, and the way you stomped out yelling across the damn auditorium while people are talking.
Because easily Claudia could have looked like the bad person in that whole situation,
Exactly.
and Nene could have walked away looking like I actually did fly here just to be a support. But then it looked like you love drama. You don't know.
Like you came down here just to film this fight
just
scene.
to build a scene. Yeah, you don't know how to make yourself just calm and peaceful and walk away.
All you have to say is, I'm not going to engage in this right now. That's not what we're here for. Can you pass me a biscuit? Thank
Exactly.
you. And keep it moving.
Yeah. Unless you want, she wants Nene.
Yep.
She wants to bring Nene with her all the time.
She's trying to get that spin-off off her spin-off.
Yes. Ooh, so that means we just gonna see Nene the Moose all over Kim. I can't wait.
Nene the moose and her knuckle. And her moose knuckle. Hi, Greg.
Oh my God. So Portia and Phaedra went out to talk to Nene. Portia was admitting that, Claudia was provoking. And then Claudia's back there talking about new money.
Why you mad, boo? Why you mad, son? Why you mad, son?
Yeah, she's very, I don't like Claudia.
Oh, I love her.
I love her.
Do you?
But what I will say, I got to give Kenya a little bit of something here because I was surprised by her actions.
Yes.
She walked into that, and normally I would have felt like Claudia would have been like, ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was more, wait.
Come on, Claudia, don't do that.
I mean, Kenya.
Yeah.
Kenya pulled Claudia back, like, let's chill out. No,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Kenya.
And it was good to see, like, Portia not jumping, because it could have easily been, like, sides.
Yeah.
And everyone just kind of, like, it was just Nene and
I think they all were like, oh, we're at a charity event.
yeah.
Like that.
Do you think that they really could hear them out there, or you think that was for
I
TV?
do, because honestly, it's like one of those halls, and like I've worked in the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty close usually.
And they were coming in and out the door serving food, so I'm sure like every time the door opened, like, and then it would close, like a mess, just a mess,
Total mess, yeah.
On that note, let's head to predictions.
Predictions. I'll play it for us.
All right. Next week.
There it is.
What was your
I don't
version?
know. I was just making up something.
The entertainer version.
That was the remix.
So Nene's on Broadway.
Cinderella!
Ella.
Kandi announces that she's going to be going to LA for a few months.
And then Riley gives her the side eye of the season.
And then we get a Life Twirls On viewing party.
What? Oh, it is a viewing party.
I was so confused
Maybe.
on what
Okay,
it was.
maybe it's not. I'm
think
hoping
she
it's not the
actually
final
said
scene. I assume that it was probably like a viewing party. Because Kandi walked in like very surprised.
Like, what's going on?
Not like an actress. Like, hey, I'm making my last
You know what
one.
I thought it was? Like one of those, like, you know, the ones, that wedding in Vegas where you can be a part of, like, someone's crazy, like wedding. That's what I thought it was.
Like where they like sing and dance and you're like eating?
No, like you're a guest to their wedding, but it's actually like a fake wedding. Have you seen that show?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I thought in too depth about it. I'm like, it's Kenya. I'm sorry.
Good. I could see that.
I just totally see it being a Life Twirls On viewing party because those 7 people are going to be the only people that watch that.
It and never see what happened. Well,
Unless she releases it on YouTube.
maybe it's going to be amazing and we're all going to eat crow.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah. You know, with anyone else, I might be like,
Well, in other news, Phaedra's still married, y'all.
to Apollo?
Yes.
Is she?
Is that
Yes,
off for
that's what
next
she
week?
said on What Happens Live last night.
And did she say
She's still
anything
married.
else?
And she basically she shut down like every person that asked her questions about her marriage, about her kids. She was like, actually, it's none of your business. Thank you.
And she looked great, so
looked amazing.
she had the authority to do
But
that.
yeah, she's still married, and she did not say anything about moving forward with the divorce. And some lady called in and was like, "Oh, you're still married? Praise Jesus! Yay, celebrating!" And Phaedra was like, "Yeah."
But you know what? Phaedra's never even going to tell us when she does get a divorce anyway.
She's
So
not
it
gonna
really
share
doesn't even
it.
matter. So stop asking her.
And then obviously next week Apollo calls Peter from jail. Dum dum dum.
Side note, I wanted to bring this up. Phaedra said Bun is the only real friend Apollo has because Bun has been by that house to check on his kids. Bun's a good guy, guys. Even though he was hanging out in the bush.
No, I feel like when Bun comes to check up on the kids, he'd be in the bush like throwing rocks like,
Right. Mr. President.
Hey, bitch, I didn't want to knock on the door and scare you. Well, bitch, get out the bush.
I know he's that scary.
You good? That's it. Yeah.
Zooms off on his motorcycle.
Oh, gosh.
I love Bun.
Shout out to Bun.
Yo,
should
I
be a
fuck
friend of
with
the
Bun.
Housewives.
Yes.
Bun, where can we find you?
Yes. What's your Twitter
Are you
handle,
on
Bun?
Twitter?
Bun, we want you in studio.
You have a phone, Bun?
Right.
Bun has
It might be
several.
a prepaid.
It is Metro.
Yeah, you can't track. He
Cricket.
even mailed Apollo.
He got Metro,
a phone
Cricket, he
in
got
jail.
all of them. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
I'm at Stuart Starlet.
And I'm always on Instagram at Pink English, as well as on Twitter, English Speak.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
principal.